Hello boys and girls, it's Nate here and I'm got a bit of a special for you tonight, a hobby guide on how to do sales for ships for things like Blood and Plunder. Now, what I'm going to show you, I use linen sales, but I've seen this works. It works with paper sales, so if you don't want to kick out for linen, it works fine with that. But what I'm going to show you how to get this cool billowing effect, so as if it's being caught in the wind. These two are done earlier in a Blue Peter fashion, rather than having them hanging a bit limp and lifeless like this one at the bottom. So it's just to get that little bit more pop from your model. And now it's very easy to do. Sorry, but this is a bit noisy. I've borrowed my wife's hairdryer, don't tell her, I don't think I mentioned it, but it's really easy to do and actually makes perfect sense when you see you see how it works. So what you need is somewhere like to actually paint with. This is 50% PVA glue, 50% water. That's all it is. And I've got a barbecue skewer here, kebab stick, which I'm going to use just to hook in these loops, which I've sewn in the bottom of my sail here. So first thing I do is, once you've fastened your sail to your yard arm, however you want to do that, you're going to just take it to your painting station. Yep, you can see that. Let's just move that so you can see. And just liberally brush in the PVA water mix. Now, you want this to soak all the way through. So if you're using something like linen or muslin cloth, that's gonna go straight through and it'll be spot on. Paper, you might need to brush it on a little bit thicker, but you'll know when you do it. So I'm just making sure I get the whole thing, and the reason I'm brushing the glue in is because it is what's going to make the sail keep the shape. So there we go. Easy as that. So as you can see, it's all soaked through. Don't know how well it's going to come through in the camera, but yeah, you can see how it's soaked through. Then kebab stick through the bottom of these loops, and that's just basically to stop the sail from flapping about for the next step, which is to simulate the sail being blown by wind. I'm going to blow the sail with wind when we use a hairdryer, and basically use a hairdryer because it's hot, so it dries the glue quickly. Give it a quick check. Now, as you can see, I'm not just blowing it in one direction. I'm making sure I'm getting into all the corners. I'm blowing the sail out fully, so it gets a nice big full billowing effect. Obviously, if you want it to look like it's being blown from one side, just blow it from one side. Right, so there we go. Now you can see, you can just give it a quick final shaping by hand, And that's pretty much dry now, but as you can see, the whole thing's taken on this cool, being blown by the wind. And once I've fastened the sails down with a bit of elastic string, that is gonna look the absolute bomb. These particular sails are going on my galleon. It's a Firelock galleon. It is absolutely enormous and it's completely and utterly gorgeous. And when it is completely finished, I'm gonna bend Kev's arm and get him to put it on. I'm gonna do a little feature of it just to show it off, really, and show off how awesome the model is. But so that's an after, and that's a before. So as you can see, it definitely, looks better when you're done. It looks a lot more natural, looks more like it's meant to, basically. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, simple as that. Bit of PVA glue and a hairdryer, and you can have sails that look like they're being blown in the wind. So that's it from me. Pray to God, dice gods, hope they smile upon you, and we'll see you next time.